Hello people on the internet and welcome back to Let's Play Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. Been a while. I am repeating myself quite often at this point, but yeah. Today's been in general not the greatest day, so I'm kind of right now. Wanted to collect stuff for the crafting. Humpback whale is what we need, and great white is what we need. Killer whale, black jaguar, and we can't do that yet. Red howler monkey is what we need, alright. White whale, bull shark, hammerhead shark. Well, I saw humpback there, and after we've done this, we were kind of interested in uncovering the whole map, isn't it? And the singing is back, and I'm already feeling better. Just a bit, but better, you know. So. That's a good thing. I want to sing along, but I kind of don't know the lyrics, so. Yeah. I have no idea what I want to talk about, which is kind of, yeah.
It's a hump! Here, sir! Harpoon it, get it! Trim the yards off the wind! Ready the whaleboat, lads. Let's get started.
Hello, I'm back. And how did I miss? Not to again, not to Assassin's Creed. I can't see it, literally. That is.
Don't like that! Success! The grand shot at the tail! Ha!
I think PETA or some PETA-like organization.
No! Damn it!
Tried to ban the game for the harpooning of the whales, I think. Because, you know, we have a ginormous problem these days, and how did that happen? It went through him. It went right through him. Why do these days lately have to be so antagonizing? It's not firstly that's so bad, which is maybe why it's getting on me so much. It's like, you see, everything is again. He's dead. He did. And wow, the voices are loud. You know, wow, this game is so much louder than all the other games on Switch. Oh wow. I held A for
well
like.
done, Captain.
Well. Alright, we need to go into the audio settings. Whoa. Wow. Oh. I see. I changed the settings so they would fit my personal taste a bit more. Let's do that. Oh, don't fight that one. I'm kind of pissed and want to destroy something, so.
Awaken your mark, Captain! Fire! Fire! Taking a buffet, Captain. Fire!
Why don't you...
That's where the monster... Fire! Carpenter will need time to... We're ready, sir! Fire!
There.
Fire!
Hit the wooden part of the ship, for God's sake.
Fire!
Just... Hello, what do you have? Yeah, alright, the things I... Bye-bye.
Get the mainsails into the...
Like I said, not in the very best mood today. So, Cabo de Cruz is next, I think, and... Cayman Sand is the closest. There. I don't want to say thing again. But I hope you know what I mean.
Give me some speed!
Oh right, there's the Templar hunt. Here. Oh,
Gallants and royals! Come!
we have to do those two. I'm kinda waiting on the scene to start. Yeah, so are there any news? I'm planning on trying to enable Fortnite in a way so that I can well, my plan is to synchronize the Fortnite accounts from the Switch with a new Fortnite account I will create on the PlayStation 4. Sync them so I have both times the same character, and put the PlayStation 4 Fortnite in English, so whenever I want to play Fortnite in English, I'm gonna use the PlayStation 4. Whenever I'm gonna play Fortnite in German, I'm gonna use the Switch. You know? So that's the plan. So I don't have to change the languages every time I stop the game. Although that would be kind of cool if you could just say, well, then change to change the language. You know, technically there is no way the game could know which language I want to start the game, so And yeah, it would be kind of nice if there's just, you know, a shortcut menu in the main menu for every game where you can just, you know, change the language. With the whole packet thing and packaging thing. And the way you'd have to change the voice lines in Jedi Fallen Order, you know. Why is not mandatory for every game to have the certain sound settings? Subtitles, enabled, disabled. Subtitle language, voice line language. Those are options that every game needs to have. No matter on which console it is, when it was released, and blah blah blah. Those are options all games need to have.
Ready to spit, sir!
Hands down, really.
Fire!
And a globalized I want to say globalized country, that's... Yeah. Like I said, not my day. Just really not. Really not my day. What? You don't dare not. Come on. I love the way you have to turn here. You know, I'm giving the Switch version a hard time. But just... You know how much time lies between the release of the Switch version and the PC version? Over 5 years. But the technical difference in the Switch version is not even half a year of development. So that's why I'm giving this version such a hard time. The graphics should at least... I mean, the Switch has the power, you know. You could easily put the game in full HD resolution. I mean, the Switch has more power than the average smartphone. And the average smartphone could run this game in full HD, so... You know? I mean, yeah. You'd have to reduce the resolution the ships have when they're far away. Oh, come on. Not my day today. Really. The ship just spawned. Now we have to raise the... Oh. Now we have to raise the hunting level again. That's so annoying. Stuff like that is something you could have fixed. Perhaps, you know. Since it's... people are not able to use... They're already created Kenway's fleet. Maybe you could have just made it easier to regain all the progress you had on there. But no, you did not. And for God's sake, that's like... I mean, really, this is simple stuff. It's a few lines of code. You know how much lines of code a really good programmer can do a day? I mean, if we can do this at school and write in, I think, what was it? About 2 hours? We were able to write how much line of code was it? I think in the first time we made Haskell, we wrote about 10 lines of code. Which may not sound like more, and in Haskell it's really not a lot, but... You know, for the first time you have to remember that within these 2 hours there's the usual school stuff like attendance, and well, attendance does not take much time though. But you know, the general stuff, and especially we had to be introduced to the oh god, I have no idea how it's called in English, but it's more like... It's not like... Imagine there are two types of programming, alright? Object-oriented programming, which is Java and C++ and all that. The general programming languages that they teach and that you hear about and all that. And then there is mathematic function-oriented programming, which is what Haskell is. And if you've never heard of that, and you have to be taught all that, and then you have to write all the codes, and you know, you have to create a working program, which is again not much in Haskell, but you know, this is not the first time they are learning about this kind of programming, for God's sake. And even so, in a normal 8-hour day, they would have been able to, even if that was the case, write 40 lines of code. Yeah, just for really, really, really nice approximation, which would easily be a day of work for one programmer at this game. Yeah. 1 day of programming from one programmer to take care of stuff like that. Problem is, Ubisoft has way more than one programmer and way more than 1 day for this release. So So that's the thing that's making me angry with the Switch version. I mean, the PC version had really a lot of problems, but those were due to the reduced time of programming, you know? It really had a short programming time on Assassin's Creed 4 for the PC and all the other versions. Because they had to... The main game was already done, but they had to drastically improve the graphics. That was the main work they did during the time period between PlayStation 3, Xbox 360 release and X1, PlayStation 4 and PC release. That's the main work they did. So I think this is the one we need too, a killer whale. So we'll get it on the way, I hope. But you know, in years, they had years in between, so they could have done like the work of years, you know. And I mean, alright, sure, there's a second game in there, but they run on the same engine, the same bloody engine. I mean, the game even ran in same engine, just different graphics. They even have the same bloody models. It's basically the same game on the programming base. So they could have done all these improvements. I mean, they had improvements they have implemented in Rogue One, Assassin's Creed Rogue, that are not in this version, but in the Assassin's Creed Rogue version. They are in. Same bloody code, you morons. How? Who thought of this as a good idea? Yeah, we're all... What? I can't even do a Canadian accent. The only one I can do are British, which are very... and Scottish, which are both really terrible. So, yeah, if I do them, I'd probably piss off every British and Scottish person on this bloody planet. So, you know. Alright. There's a ginormous wave coming in. And we're fighting in the storm. Because fighting this fort without a storm is not hard enough. Really... yeah. Oh boy. And yeah, as I have repeatedly said in all my other projects, I can't wait to play Pokemon Soul Silver and the Let's Play. Just love my first Pokemon game and everything, and just love still my favorite Pokemon game, Soul Silver, Heart Gold. Still my most favorite game, Soul Silver my first. There's a reason I prefer Heart Gold, which is basically the way you get to the legendary Pokemon in the end. The title Pokemon. It's way easier. And you don't need as much HMs. I think it's HMs in the English version. The terrain attacks, you know, like a Surfer and Cascade, I think, and Cut. I don't know the English names for those, but you get what I think. Those that know Pokemon know what kind of attacks I mean. You know? The thing you need for Lugia in the end, and the way you have to get there, it's so bloody complicated. But for her, oh, nah. Easy as a cake. Alright, and since I'm injured quite strong, we might overuse smoke bombs a bit right now. Bye bye. Could you? Thank you. Climb on the logger. Bye bye. Where the hell is the thing I'm looking for? Oh, I remember this track. That's on the you know, the album I always talk about when I talk about music. And this is not my day, bloody hell. I'm missing, yeah, soundtrack. I'm missing like all the words, and soundtrack is not even an English word. I mean, it's an English word, it's a word of English origin. But we use it in Germany too, so it's not even a word you know. I have a good argument for forgetting. No, it's like I just forget it because, you know. Oh, that's in the room. Because I need to forget something. It's so... not my day. Really. Not the... Oh, come on. Why didn't you ever kill these guys from up there with a, you know, an air assassination? Oh god, I'm quite sure it's not air assassination. And yes, I'm saying a lot of oh god, but that's just because it's common language, not because I believe in God. I do not believe in any kind of religion, and I do not have a very high opinion about religions themselves, not about religious people. You know? Just because of the general fact, the way that most religious behave, I think it's like this. Just that, from my point of view, most religions, or, you know, the leaders of most religions, they behave like... We're not going to do it. Go to finish. Yeah, not going to be able to do that today within the part. Bloody hell. I'm speaking tons of bullshit today. Ugh. Yeah. The severe lack of anything today is... Wow. I think if we ever make a best of this, this will be in there. It's my words not coming out properly off my mouth. That's just so wrong. Ah. Boy, is it terrible today. Wow. Wow. Just wow. It's just wow. I can't comprehend properly. It's like my brain ran out of rum and it's starting to crash now, and wow, I'm so slow today. It's very annoying. Yeah, you know from the other videos that my English skills are quite good. And, yeah. It's not going to be anything anymore today. Yeah. As you can obviously hear, it's terrible. Today it's just wow. Just wow. Just not great. Not great at all. Just, let's just do the humpback whale hunting thing and then I'll record Pokemon. Which will be very, no. I do that after I went to sleep, you know what?
It's a humpback! Got him! Charles the Royals at top!
I'm gonna do
Ready the
that
whaleboat, lads.
after I took some sleep. It's just,
It's there!
nah. I mean, if I'm this bad at
Hold
Assassin's
fast!
Creed 4,
Hang tight!
it's going to be even more terrible. Pokemon. As you can see, I'm so glad I did not play Fortnite. I would have hit nothing.
Good hit, Cap! Yes! You see that, lads? The bastard's torn the rope!
Now, please, this time when he's
Where is
attacking,
it?
don't throw the harpoon through him, alright? Through at him. That's how you do
Ready,
it.
all right. Nice one! It's weakening!
And these are still blind shots.
One more and we're done!
It's down. We did it. And by the way, this is one of the scenes when I played it for the first time on the Wii U. I realized that you can...
Agreed, cast,
cosmetics. No. That you have to enable blood. For some reason, the standard settings on Wii U were... Well, don't look at me, but... Blood's disabled. Until I realized that... Oh boy. I always thought, kinda looks lame, they're all just dying, you know. Well, yeah, they were all just dying because blood was disabled. And I think I had to watch a tutorial or something. And I saw, oh wait, there's blood? How can you enable blood? And then I went through the things, oh, there's a blood setting. Wow, that's why it looks so shitty. Yeah. And that's why I realized that, by the way, this was my first, oh god, I have no idea how, in what fashion. You have PEGI ratings in the English-speaking countries, right? Is it PEGI in the US or is it in Great Britain, or where the heck is PEGI as a setting? I don't know. We have a similar thing here in Germany. We have 5 different settings for, which is the same for video games and movies, which is kind of helpful because, you know, they have both the same rating. So if a certain video game is rated like that, you can mention, oh, well, then this movie, which is quite similar in a lot of ways, is going to do the same with the age and stuff. And yeah, so it's called the FSK, which means freiwillige Selbstkontrolle, which means free will self-control? Not really, but you know, I forgot the word. Right. If you don't have to do something, but you want to do it by yourself, that word, self-control. And the way it's called, like, because it's no duty. If you don't want to do it, the game's going to come out at 18. No matter what's in there. So, yeah.
Do you require my
Alright.
services?
And so we have 0 recommended for all ages. We have 6 recommended for everything but 2 small but the infants, basically. Then we have 12, which is the most common rate, which is for teenagers and beyond. And then we have 16, which is basically because there's a lot of mental growing and physically growing, obviously, in puberty. So you have 16, which is the preferred age rating bleh, for me, because 18 mostly just means that there's over stylized blood, or they have really poorly animated sex scenes in there. There are a few exceptions, or it's just Call of Duty 4. I have no idea why Call of Duty is 18, really. It makes no sense. I mean, Star Wars Battlefront is 16. For me, Call of Duty would be a 12, so would be Star Wars Battlefront. Because it's clearly not real. It's like gore and splatter movies. They're not 18. Everybody above 12 knows that that's not how blood works. If you're spitting out more blood than your body can physically hold, if you spit out like 10, 12, 14, 20 liters of blood when you're shot, that's clearly not how it's working. Everyone above 12 knows that. Come on. That's over dramatic, but you know, you don't have to make it 18, for God's sake. The same with Call of Duty. It's obvious that's not how real life war works. Real life war is way more terrible and way more dark and not that entertaining, which the German military, the Bundeswehr, could really learn from, because they are advertising themselves as part of Gamescom. And they used to have advertising stuff like multiplayer at its best and stuff. So they were really advertising real war as Call of Duty and Battlefield and games like that, which is really bad. I mean, really, you can't do that. Even with our AKK-47 it's not even her responsibility, but she did not stop it. And boy, we have a lot of problems in the military, which otherwise would be quite the entertaining, intriguing career path for a lot of young people. I thought about it myself, but you know, just that there are a big bunch of Nazis in there that nobody seems to care about. They seem to have no sense of decency, and the people in charge of that are usually morons that are not supposed to be in politics, but somehow they ended up there and nobody wants them, so they're put on this post as Secretary of Defense, so that they can mess up the military, because the military is already messed up. You can't make it worse. That's the idea behind it. That's stupid. Why do you think nobody is going there as a career path? With Nazi problems and no real capable persons in charge for the last, I don't know, as long as I can remember, a very, very useless, well, not useless, but incapable person has been in charge of them. I mean, come on, the current one is called AKK-47, because her name is Annegret Kramp-Karrenbauer. And she, well, she could be if our government, which I would, you know, they could do that. She could be the next Chancellor of Germany. Unlikely, but could happen. Although she has resigned already after, I think, a year or so in charge. You know, the alternatives are not that good either, and if, you know, they keep doing what they're doing now, the next time it's voting, the Green Party is, I think, going to be the strongest one. And, yeah. That's going to be interesting because a lot of young voters are going to be able to vote there for the first time, and in general, a lot of people are going there because, well, the current government kind of messed everything up. Not just kind of, they did, and yeah, I should stop talking about politics. I could fill an entire 100% playthrough with talks about politics, because boy, politics are very complicated, very annoying, and very problematic these days. And that's just the local ones. I'm not going to talk about the American politics are just, wow, I'm so glad I'm not living in America. Boy, you have a really politics problem. I mean, you have only two parties you can vote for, which would make sense to vote for. How? What? So, you can vote for pest or cholera, which is really like choosing between death by poison or death by hanging. It's both terrible and unpleasant. Just have to decide which is less unpleasant. Which, in my point of view, is the poison. You know, it depends on the poison, but hanging is very unpleasant. Yeah. So, like, not going to talk about politics. We're already way over time, so I just say I hope you liked the video more than I liked the day, which is quite easy. So, like the video. Yeah, leave a comment, liking, not disliking. I'm talking about like the video, please, just to show me that you had a better time watching this video than I had. Recording and yeah, I'm not capable of speaking anymore, as it seems. So I'm just going to say bye. See you next video. May the force be with you and stuff. Bye.